I'm going to do a series of rapid-fire videos to explain the top 10 issues that are going to affect probate in 2026 and beyond. It's the inside baseball about what probate practitioners and lawyers are talking about and what's going to affect you as a consumer. Number one, and this is one of the most important ones, and this is the personal representative not fully understanding what their role is. Again, I'm going to do a series of videos here to explain, pointing to the statute, pointing to what the rules are, and help lawyers and personal representatives and everybody involved in the probate process understand this very unique role of the personal representative, because I see lots of conflict out there, lots of problems and opportunity for damage. Number two, this is a huge taboo. Alcoholism, abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse that infects the probate process. I would say that in many, if not most of the cases in where there's conflict probate, alcohol, sexual, emotional trauma is involved in some way or other. We got to understand that, get it on the table in order to help get through this, help the clients and the people get through this. Number three, the rules that vary state to state and, well, county to county in this state and even within an individual county. The inconsistency makes it really challenging. The Supreme Court is looking at standardizing things. The Rules Committee are working on standardizing things. That's a huge issue that we're going to talk about. Number four, the unsophisticated personal representative thrown into a job that they just weren't prepared for. So mom, dad made money, grandmom, granddad made money, they invested it well, and the PRs popped in. There has no idea about investments, has no idea about what their job is. They become entirely reliant upon the attorney to do that. That can be challenging, so that's a huge issue. Related to that somewhat is this concept of technology crashing into the face of these older folks. And what I'm talking about is, 5 years ago, everything was in paper. Mom and dad were very comfortable with the bank statements coming in, with the investment accounts coming in. We had a paper statement, we had a paper trail. But the moment they click, don't receive paper statements, and it's all online now, that produces a whole other range of issues that we're seeing explode in our face right now, including mom and dad not knowing what happens when they click over and give the son, the caregiver, the whatever, access to that information. Number six, clients signing documents on their phones. Again, back in the old days, 5 years ago, lawyers were printing out things on their computer, before that, of course, typewriter, and people were actually coming into office and they were signing things. But increasingly, this is all being done online. There are huge implications for us as lawyers and for clients to slow down and understand what those documents mean. We got to really take a lot of attention and be careful with what that means. Number seven, financial chaos in this world that we're living in. This is somewhat related to this issue of agitation that everybody's experiencing in the process, but this is a big one that I promise you is going to be the huge story in 26 and beyond. It's hard enough when the portfolio is rising. You're getting a Raymond James account, it's going up, the bank accounts are solid, real estate's solid. But I can promise you that as the bank accounts start dwindling, as the financial markets start to hurt, that's going to produce a whole lot of conflict. And we're going to be talking a lot with PRs about prudent judgment rule. Why did you sit there while the stock market was going down and let that money decline? Back to your role as the PR and the fiduciary. Number eight, probate fees are going to explode. Well, I'll give you the statute that explains, what probate fees are, what lawyers can charge. It's crazy that it hadn't changed in decades. And so we're going to be taking a look at that and understanding how that floor threshold for probate summary administration has just got to change. Number nine, huge one here. The whole concept of online wills and particularly revocable trust. That's a huge bone that I have, is this concept of revocable trust. I'm getting hammered with software pleas all the time. All these services online saying do revocable trust or set these things up for revocable trust. I know that a huge part of the push of these companies that are creating these things is to get them in the hands of financial advisors. And so the financial advisors are just clicking these documents through, charging their clients a ton of money, and there's just laden with mistakes. Those are all nuclear bombs with the fuse just waiting to go off when these people die. And then number 10, holding it all together. The system is under strain right now, right? So at every pressure point, from the people that are dying and the conflict in the families to the court system, especially, that's overwhelmed. Getting hearing time is difficult. The numbers are exploding, to the lawyers and the law offices and the challenges that we face. These are the 10 issues. And now after you see this, I'm going to go rapid fire through each one of them in these series of videos. If you think you might be involved in probate, and I promise you will, follow this series.